2021. And I don't usually do any sort of garden videos during the wintertime because obviously there's not a whole lot to show you. There's a bit of snow on the ground right now, nothing compared to what we had last year at this time, and actually not even as much as we had like 2 weeks ago. A lot of it has disappeared, but there is just a little, you know, small blanket on the flower bed or garden beds, so there's nothing really to show you. The only change for us really is that this year we actually got some cabbage and some kale to continue growing, and that's never happened before. What has happened, and happens every year, is we shut the electric fence off, so most of those little prints down there are deer. So the deer have been coming in and they have been having a heyday eating cabbage. They've actually eaten a bit of the kale. I think the cold has gotten the kale more than anything, but just the fact that it's like actually growing, it's still here, is crazy to me. And we were able to come down and pick off a bunch of leaves and eat them. And kale is so much sweeter in the cold. Anyway, it looks pretty gross right now. I appreciate that. But it's growing in a southern central British Columbia garden in January. So crazy but exciting. To me, anyway. The other thing that the deer have decided they like to chow down on is Jerusalem artichokes for some reason. I don't know if they actually like to eat them, but they definitely like to pull them up. So there are, if I can get in here and show you, they look like little tiny potatoes, and they taste a little bit more kind of turnip-like rather than potato-like. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of them under there that have been uprooted by the deer. So anyway, in case you didn't know what they look like, that's them. Other than that, this is it. A little blanket of snow, a few green things peeking through. I'll walk up and show you real quick. There are some carrots, same as the cabbage and kale, that will likely not do much of anything, but we're hoping what normally happens is that they'll come back up again in the spring, and then they'll go to seed really quickly, and then that's okay because we'll harvest the seed and plant it again. But anyway, kind of fun. So that's a really short update, January, what's happening in the gardens and the farms of Leftfield. I know swiveling the camera makes one a bit nauseous, so I'll try to do it slowly. But there we are. Not a lot happening. That's the orchard down there, and all of those orange cones are just little support structures that we put over top of the berries, the Haskell's and Josta berries, to see if that would sort of protect them a bit from the snow. So we'll find out in the spring if that worked. And there's the chicken coop and the run and the tractor. And no, there's no chickens in there. We've moved the chickens to a different farm for the winter where they can get taken care of and people are around. We're hoping to have chickens again in the springtime, part of our plan for the coming year. That's the cabin up there, and we do spend an awful lot of time in the winter when we're here making plans and talking about projects and deciding what we'll work on for the coming year. But chickens are definitely one of the things we're hoping to do again. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out in the winter garden with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe go ahead and hit subscribe and like, and even drop me a question or a comment if you have one. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.